on the right hand side. On the left, we will be having 50% of the data. The right, we will be having another 50% of the data. So the center point is called the median. Even in road, no, if you travel along your road, the center point of the road is called median. Sometimes they will be having that iron stand they will be having at the center point, or concrete it will be there in the center point. If you go across a four lane road, you can see at the center they will be having some small earths. All those things they will keep at the median. So it's a center point. So let us now try to find out how you can calculate the median. Okay. So now see you have two boxes. Just look at the left box alone. Don't go for the right box momentarily. So now let us calculate the median for the data given 10, 8, 9, 6, 7. So 5 data are there. If you want to find the median as like mean, we have to arrange the data in ascending order. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arrange the data. So median is equal to the, you see the formula, n plus half of the data. Okay, which means n by 2 you can take. So it is, sorry, it is n plus 1 divided by 2. N plus 1 divided by 2, that data is called as the mean. So how many n we have here? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many n? Total number of
5,
samples.
5, sir.
5. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. So median is the third datum. I mean, datum is, what is datum?
singular of data, sir.
Singular.
Data.
Singular of data. Data is plural, datum is singular. So it is n plus 1 by 2. Median, if we have odd number of data, just you check third datum is the median. So if you put your finger on the third datum, left side you have 2 data and right side you have 2 data. So 50% lies on the left side, 50% lies on the right side. Hence, data 8, which is the third data, then the value is 8. It is the median. This is the way to find out, simple way to find out, n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay. So now let us go to the even number of data. Little bit difficult if it's even number of data. Now let us try to find out. Again, as like previous, now you have 6 data. Previously 5, now 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Arranged in ascending order. So the same formula, median is equal to n plus 1 by 2. That place datum. And then we have 6. It will be 7 by 2. It will be 3.5th datum. 3.5th datum, it will be the median. Okay, that is being separated. Third datum plus point half of fourth datum minus third datum. That is how we find out. Okay, 3.5th datum, which means that it is in between 8 and 9. Third datum is 8 and fourth datum is 9. So it is in the middle of 8 and 9. How to find out means just separate it, third datum plus 0.5 of fourth datum minus third datum. So that has been done. We have 8 plus 0.5, which means 8.5. 8.5 is the exact middle place. If you go to the numerical scale, 8.5 on that, if you stand on that place, 8.5, in that place, if you are standing, left side, how many digits you will be seeing? If you are standing on the place 8.5, left side, how many digits are there?
3.
3. Right side, how many digits are there?
3.
3. Therefore, that is the exact center place of the data. Okay, see, So I will summarize the both. See, if it is odd number, it's very, very easy. Just no more 0.5 and all, it won't come. So just total number of data plus 1 divided by 2. You will get some place, and that place is the median exactly if it is odd number. So if it is even number, you will be getting a decimal place 3.5th datum. So go to third data plus 0.5 into fourth data minus third data. So that many here it is it's increase in one number. If it is different, it will be lifted a little bit different, like 7, 9, 11, 13, 15 like that. Or if you have different values, it will be having uh, different median, because I have arranged in one increasing to make it very easy. That's why I put like that. So normally in exams and all, like this data will not be coming. For teaching purpose, I am taking it as easier way. I told no whenever for teaching, in case of blueprint also I told. I have taken only 2 content. I have not taken more than that, because to make it easier to understand, I have taken 2 content. I can easily separate 50-50%. So likewise, I have taken. So here also same 5 data, 6 data. Okay. For even it is increasing by 1. So in exams and all, you will be getting little bit different values, and also little bit difficult values, different and difficult. Easy it won't be. Therefore, for making understanding easy, I am giving a little bit 5, 6, and increase of 1 like that I am giving. But if you practice in this, then you can attend in examination easily. So as like mean, now you have got the formula. This is the formula for calculate median. Okay, now let us look into those values. How many values you got to know to calculate median? How many values you got to know to calculate median? Yes,
5, sir.
5. 5 values you got to know to calculate median. So L, then N, capital N, capital F, MDN, frequency median, and then class interval I. So 5 difference value you should know for calculating median. Let us go into it. So that is 1 by 1, capital N, it is the total number of data, or normally we will call samples, total number of samples, whatever it is. And then the first L, short L. Short L, it is equal to real lower limit of assumed median class. As like in mean calculation, we have to assume median here also. In mean also, we have assumed, we got assumed mean first. Then we went on to calculate real mean. Likewise, here also we have to assumed median, and the place where the assumed median is there, and that class is called as assumed median class. As like previous same method, but name only differs. And then capital F is the cumulative frequency of the class just below the assumed mean class. We said some class is assumed mean class. Below that, you will be having total frequency, and the total frequency is called as F. And last, you have small f suffixed with the median, MDN. That is the frequency of the median class. And I is there, I is class interval, we know. What is the class interval of our example of our frequency distribution table, which we are using? Yes, 5. 5 is the class interval. Okay, the same. So for practical purpose, I am taking the same frequency table for all my calculation, but yours will differ because you are taking different hypothetical value for practice. Okay, but the procedure and all one and the same. The formula, the way you treat the problem, everything is on the same. Okay, right. So now we are going to calculate the median. So remember L plus N into 50 by 100 minus capital F divided by frequency of the median class into I. Just 1 second we can think over it. In the formula, there is a place, there is a portion for the word median in the formula. You can, I think, don't go for LHS, right hand side. Sorry, left hand side. Don't leave the left hand side. Go to RHS, right hand side of the formula. In that, you have a portion which corresponds to median. Which portion is that?
N into 50 by 100, sir.
Correct. N into 50 by 100 is the, because you see, just leave alone N. You'll be having 50 divided by 100. And if you want to say in North Indian style, it is 50 upon 100. Okay, 50 by 100, it will be 1 by 2, half. Or otherwise, if you make it short, it is N by 2. What is N by 2? N by 2. It is the center part. That's all. N by 2, it is the center part of the data. Half of the data. N by 2 is half. No. How many data you are taking? Suppose our data is, I think, 56. 23rd data will be the half of the data. So this is the portion where we have to think, even for other calculation, where it takes care of the place. Okay, because while going for standard deviation, those things you have to check these places. Where only smaller modification will come at this place, N into 50 by 100. Okay, if again I'll remember when we go to that calculation. Next is measures of dispersion. In that we will be seeing the same formula again. So this is our taken data, the same data for which we have taken for mean, and the right side is the range. That's also highest score minus lowest score. All those things. And let us move from left to right. See only the left. That is the our frequency distribution table, simple frequency distribution table. Let us move to the middle part. Can someone name the table in the center? What is the name of the table in the center? It's very easy only. Yes.
Distribution table.
Yes.
Cumulative frequency distribution table.
Yes, correct. Cumulative frequency distribution table. The left one is simple. The first one is simple frequency distribution table because you got only frequency in that table. In the second one, you have another column which is headed by the alphabets CF. C means cumulative, F means frequency, cumulative frequency. Hence the name, the cumulative frequency distribution table. If the cumulative frequency are plotted against the particular class, then that is called as cumulative frequency distribution table. Okay. How to get cumulative frequency? It's very easy. You see from from bottom to top. From bottom to top, you can see. So start from 40 to 44. You have two frequency, and in cumulative frequency, so below which you don't have any class. 40 to 44 below you don't have any class. Therefore, that's all the frequency. Therefore, put 2 in the cumulative frequency. 45 to 49, actual frequency of that class is 0. Cumulative frequency is the frequency of that particular class plus all those classes below. That's all the formula. Cumulative frequency is equal to frequency of that particular class plus all those frequency below, which is mean capital. This is a capital F in the formula. Okay, therefore 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. That's all. So I am in some other place. I came for a Viva, therefore I didn't bring my pen tablet to mark it and show. So what is the next cumulative frequency? So it will be like this. You can see this will be cross. What is the cumulative frequency of 50 to 54? It is the frequency of that particular class plus all those frequency below. So all those below you have only 5 plus 2, 7. So like that only it goes. Just diagonally then add 7 plus 7, 14. 14 plus 9, 23. That is how the cumulative frequency is calculated. And that is what I have written on the right hand side. Hope you have understood. I'll go for next. Again, so let us remember, just don't go to the right part. I will explain and then you can don't read on the right part. As in assumed mean, no, you in the beginning also I raised the same question. The class which has got highest frequency is the class we call it as assumed mean class. The midpoint of that class is called as assumed mean. So that's what we have told. Here also the same thing, but here it's a little bit different. The difference being we are telling it is a median. That's all. So median means, now let us go to the data. We have total data is 56. Median means it is the center point. It is n by 2. That's all. So if it is n, if it is divided by 2, then you will be having the center place of the data. Or otherwise, you can, if you want to get in different, it will be like this: n into, I am not able to write because of I'm writing you. It is n into 50 divided by 100. The other way, if I put it, n into 50 by 100, it is same as. Yes, it is same as. Tell me. N by 2. It is same as n by 2. Okay, n by 2, n is 56 by 2, it is equal to 28. The 28th datum is the median. So, in cumulative frequency column, you go to the 28th place. So, this is 2, this is 2, this is 23. 28 will be located here only. It will be here only. So, that is the median. That median will be in this class only. So, therefore, that class is called as assumed median class. And that midpoint is assumed median. That's all. As like the same, as like mean. Okay, this is assumed mean class. Okay, now let us go to the next level. Okay, so the left hand side you got the formula L plus n into 50 by 100 minus cumulative frequency divided by frequency of that median class, assumed median class into class interval. So n is 56 and L is the real lower limit of the assumed mean class. So what is the assumed mean class? It is
65 to 69.
65 to 69. That is the assumed mean class. What is the lower limit of it? 65 to 60, 64.5. That is the lower limit. Okay, that's what we have written here. So real lower limit of the assumed mean class is 64.5. Frequency of the assumed median class, that is the same, 11. This is the frequency. So that's what I have taken, 11. Capital F is the cumulative frequency of the class just added to or just below the assumed cumulative frequency of the class just below assumed mean class. So this is the assumed mean class 65 to 69. Go to one class below, this is 64 to 64, 60 to 64. The cumulative frequency of this class 23 It is F, capital F. Cumulative frequency of the class just below assumed median class. Okay, then class interval is equal to 5. So I think we said 5 data we want to know, and then all the 5 data is on the right hand side. Now just we have to substitute that up. That's all. So we'll substitute median is equal to real lower limit plus n is 56. 56 into 50 by 100 minus cumulative frequency is 23. One class below assumed mean class. For that class, cumulative frequency is 23. So that is 23 divided by the frequency of median class, that is 11. Class interval 5, that's all. So you have to solve this and you'll be getting 66.773. So this is how, so I will summarize. So it is for, this we call is ungrouped data. Very first we said this we call ungrouped data. Sorry, my finger is unable to write properly. Ungrouped data. For ungrouped data, we have two methods. For odd number of data, just n plus 1 by 2. For even number of data, n plus, same formula is same. But for even number, you will get some decimal places. That's all. In odd, you don't get any decimal places. This is the way to calculate median for ungrouped data. Grouped data, which means frequency distribution, this is the formula. So you need to know 5 things. True lower limit of the assumed median class, and n is the total number of data. F is the cumulative frequency of the class, one below the assumed median class, and this is the frequency of assumed median class into class H. So if you substitute all the values, you will get median. That is for the grouped data. We call this as grouped data, grouped in the form of class intervals. So these are the 5 values. Okay, this is how the median is calculated. Okay, right. And what is the last part in central tendency?
Mode. Mode, sir.
What is mode?
The number which occurs most in a group data.
The number
Frequency
which is getting repeated, more number of times, is getting repeated most. Okay, that is the, what is the normal way for ungrouped data? How to find in ungrouped data mode? Suppose if you are given with data 50 number of data, total number, how to find mode?
Sir, you have to see which numbers occurs more.
That's all. Simple. You see which number is being repeated most number of times. That will be the mode of that particular data. Okay. Now I am making it graphically. The number 4 is repeated 4 times. 5 is repeated how many times? 5 is repeated how many times?
3 times.
Oh, I think 2 times. 2 times.
2, sir.
2 times. 3 is also repeated 2 times. 2 is 1 time only. 1 it is less than 1. Maybe fraction. 4 is repeated 4 times. Therefore, 4 is the mode. That's all. So simple. Just see the data. Physically, you have to see and then you have to tell. And now, as like previous, we are going for ungrouped data. And for grouped, we have different formula. Always for group, we have to go by formula. For ungrouped, it's very simple. Even for mean, we have formula. See the data on the left, 10, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8. What is the mode in this data? Answer is there itself.
Sorry,
8.
8 is the mode. 8 is the mode because it is repeated
Twice.
twice. And what is the mode on the right hand side? Right box.
7, 8. 10, 7.
Yes. 7 is repeated twice. 8 is also repeated twice. Therefore, this data is called as bimodal distribution because we have two modes. We will tell no mobile number 944. What do you mean that 944?
2 times.
4.
Two times. 94444. 4 is time 4 times 94444. 94433.
2 times.
2 times. 4 is 4 has repeated 2 times. 3 also repeated 2 times. 94433. Bimodal. 9443322.
432.
Trimodal. Trimodal. 94422. 9443322. Trimodal. 3 modes are there. So a data can be more than one mode also. Few times. Actually, if one mode is there, then that is good. If we have more than one mode, then the data will not be following NPC, normal probability. We'll see little later. We are coming one class, it will be on normal probability. So this is just for by physically looking, you can find the mode. Now let us go for formula. There is yet another formula from frequency distribution table. I am not going for that. It will be a little bit difficult, but I am taking another formula which is very easy to calculate. So you can see the right side. It's very easy. Mode is equal to 3 mean minus 2 or 3 median minus 2 mean. So simple. Mode equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. So median you have calculated, mean you have calculated, just you substitute, you will get the value 64.559 for our example. That's all. It's very simple. So remember you have another formula also for, from the frequency distribution table, but I'm not going for that. So to put it simple, this is the formula. You see all the three values 66, median is 66, mean is 67, and the mode is 65. All are very near, very near. So the data will be approximately normal probability curve. And anyway, all these things we will see in a normal probability curve. So by this time, you try to calculate mean, median, mode for your hypothetical data. So you have hypothetical data almost 50 to 60, any number you can choose, but take minimum 50. Otherwise, your data will not come. It will be awkward. Apart some 5 data, 10 data, and all, it will not be good. So take almost 50 to 60, and then try to find. Already, I think you would have taken and you would have found the frequency distribution table. Up to mean, you have calculated till now mean. So based on today's class, you calculate median and mode. So that is the work today. Okay, now we will think further. What is the relationship between mean, median, and mode? What is the relationship? Yes, just think it. You just interact. Even if it is wrong, nothing wrong in that. You have to talk. Respond.
Sir, mean is the average one, sir. Average of the total. Median is the middle one, and while mode is the highest one.
What is the data which is being repeated most number of times? Okay, that's correct. You're saying the definitions, and still more. Still, I think this is correct. What you said is correct. Maybe if you want to go for the differences among the three, the first one being the definition itself different. Suppose I'm asking differentiate among the three. Definition is one of the base. With the definition, you can distinguish among the three. And what you said now is the definition.
Sir, mean is greater than median, sir, and median is greater than mode.
Okay, as far as this example is concerned, for a different example, always this may not be true. If the suppose for your sample, it may also differ. It depends upon the sample. Okay. You are saying physically and then you are telling, but that difference you leave it. That changes anymore. You think in terms of the characteristics. What is mean? What is mean in terms of characteristics? You say the difference. Okay, so we are going for it. You see the basic difference. Mean from all the data you have to calculate mean. In mean, we don't leave any data. You take all the data, divide by total number of data. For median, don't take all the data. Just need to know the number only, total number. N plus 1 by 2. That's all. Mode also does not depend upon all data. So among the three, which will be a stronger statistics?
Mean, sir.
Mean is the stronger statistic, powerful statistic, because it takes care of all the data. If someone takes care of all the data, then that will be powerful. Okay. Even in social setup, no, if somebody takes care of all the persons, then that person will be powerful. If a person is not taking care of many people, then that person is not powerful. Suppose if Mahatma Gandhi is the father of the nation, means he has taken care of all. He has liberated India because not for himself alone, for all. So likewise in data, if the data takes care of all the values, then that data will be powerful. That is why median is used for many calculations in higher ups, whereas median and mode is not used that much. Mean is used for more statistical calculation because it takes care of all the data. This is what I want to discuss. What are the difference? Still more, what is there any more thing you can say among these three? Like this, we have to talk. It is not like that. Based on value, this is more, that is that will be okay. By seeing, you can see there is nothing wrong in that. What I am telling is, look beyond it. Look beyond the numbers, the values. Okay. See, this is the. I always say whenever you go for differentiation or distinction, always have one column titled base. Based on the base or concerning to the base, you have to differentiate the other things. Okay. So the first base is dependency. So mean depends upon all data, median does not depend on all data, mode also does not depend upon all data. Influence. How mean is getting influenced? It is affected by terminal scores. Suppose, since we are taking all the data, it is getting affected by terminal scores, the last scores, the highest score and the lowest score. And the median does not affect by, because only center is concentrated. Does not depend upon the terminal values. Stability for mean is more, median is less, mode is also less. For calculation of T, ANOVA, ANCOVA, regression, correlation, and many things. Higher order statistics, we use mean, but median and mode so far not used. But median is used for some differences, but only on few occasions. If the data is less than 30, we go for difference between the medians. But anyway, it's not that much used. And the other name for mean is it is the center of gravity. If you want to name mean in other words, it is a center of gravity. Since it takes care of all the data, it is otherwise called a center of gravity. Median, it's not that much importance. Mode is not that much important. Many times they will not see all these things. Only mean they will see. Exceptions in mean, there is no exception. Median is used for skewed distribution. Sometimes if the data is, that I will also tell when we go for NPC curve. If the data, see, if it is like this, then that is normal probability curve. I am drawing, it may be, I think, visible. If it is like U, inverted U, it is normal distribution. But if it is like this, then that is called skewed distribution. So for that, median is used to calculate skewed distribution. And mode used for easing. Sometimes if you want to see, just roughly, if you want to say, you can go for mode. If I want to check how many people are taking this Covaxin, just you can go every day. If you have a table, then you can go for mode. Today, this many people are affected. Yesterday, this many people affected. Tomorrow, this many will be affected. If you are going, just simply you can go for mode. That gives the central part of the data. It's very easy calculation. So these are the differences among the three mean, median, mode. Okay. So question. Answer. Answer the question.
Sir, your screen is not visible for me, sir.
So it is easy question only you can answer.
Mode, sir.
Mode, sir.
Kiran. Hello, somebody is there in the class.
Sir, mode.
Mode is the correct answer. Suppose if you want to find out which film is viewed by most number of people, that is the mode. That's all. You want to get more number of people who has seen a film. Mode is the correct statistics. Suppose India, if you want to go for which state is affected by COVID most, you have to go for the mode. Just the number which has got highest. Then select that state. That's all. So these are the statistics which you have to know the difference. When to use when. Which situation. So for this situation, you have to use mode only. No, the mean will not be useful, median will not be useful. This is the answer. So that's all about today's class. Okay. So we have finished the central tendency. My calculation of central tendency. So just this is the formula to calculate for frequency distribution grouped data. Otherwise, grouped data. One more term we use is frequency by using frequency distribution table. This is the formula. And the mode is very simple. Just physically you can see, or otherwise you can go for this formula. Mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. So that's how it's been. So up to now you calculate. We will see in next class. We will build further in next class. Any clarification up to now for today's class?